Okay, I've managed to snatch a few more minutes to crack on with the build. So you can see here, this is basically, I think, about 3 steps worth of work to start getting. This is the chassis, this is the main chassis construction. This is the front, you can see where things go in. On-off switch housing, that's the flap for the battery. So the chassis is coming on nicely. A couple of things I forgot to mention on the previous video. When I cleaned up all the stainless steel and metal bits, I actually used some stainless steel cleaner we had in the kitchen, and these are polished up really nicely. The degreasing wasn't particularly messy. I just wiped that down really well with an old cloth and tissue and then used the stainless steel cleaner, and actually loads of that came off really well. The other thing that I'm going to do, just because it annoys me being me, when I cut this off when I was a lot younger, I've obviously cut it off and haven't tidied up where I cut it off the sprigs or whatever they're called. So what I'm going to go through and tidy all those up, and I've actually got a little file I've added just so I can file things down, but on a few of these there are a few kind of messy odds and ends, so I'm just going to tidy that up so it all looks nice. Final thing I just wanted to show you, just testing all the electronics before it all goes back in. There's the motor going. There's the servo. I did briefly mention yesterday how I was thinking of maybe using a sport tune motor, just because, why not? Well, lo and behold, when I actually bought an upgraded motor for the Plasma Edge that I built a little while ago, I didn't use the motor that came with the Plasma Edge, and I actually have a torque tuned motor that came with the Plasma Edge, so I guess I might throw that in the Beetle. I'll think about it. Doing some basic reading on Tamiya motors, you get a stock motor, a torque tuned, and then a sport tuned, and they just essentially go faster, more powerful from there. So frankly that one's fine. Maybe I'll just throw the sport tune one in. I also, when I bought the Escort, the Ford Escort WRC that I showed you on a previous video, that came with a couple of motors as well, so I might have a little look into those and see what they are, but motors seem to be pretty cheap, maybe 15 quid, so could just be a nice little upgrade. Right, that's that for tonight.